It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their quarter.
With the one being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny in practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit. Good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Tackle going to be made at the 38. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They can't ask for much more than this. They've got it first and goal from the 5. The end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
To throw on 2nd down, Samuels. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. From the gun on 3rd down, Samuels. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run this one in. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. He'll try again, and he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drop that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He'll drop to throw. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Andrews. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. Samuels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
This is brought in at the 21. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Samuels flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Samuels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards,
they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Samuels, and he'll be brought down at the 27. The Lions are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 1st down, Samuels. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points. Get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
He'll drop to throw. And this one too low. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing to start the drive. Samuels. And he's got his man on the out route. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing on 1st down. Samuels. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Samuels. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw. Samuels. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the Bucs who were able to get the victory at home. The Bucs playing well early as they get it to 2-1 with the victory. From there, we head up to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Chiefs pick up that first victory after losses in their first 2 ball games. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Samuels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Samuels. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
You get the sense of them saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that spot.
10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. To throw on second down. Samuels. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, Samuels flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Samuels. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. To throw on 3rd down. Samuels. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. Second and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. But being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards out.
There's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. Out of the gun now on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here's a 2nd and 7. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. They'll look to throw. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down, here's an option right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the home team here, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the